There's a hypothesis about all of this called the simulation hypothesis.
Oh, I love it. Okay, we're going into conspiracy territory.
Yes. It suggests that if technology can simulate reality, and likely will, then statistically, it's more probable that we're inside a simulation than the original reality.
What? Oh my gosh.
It's like really, you got to wrap your brain around that one, right?
Yeah.
If that's true, glitches could be rendering errors, memory desynchronization, or system resets.
That is creepy.
I know.
Does that mean our bodies are like in a pod somewhere?
I don't know.
Like who's running the simulation?
I don't know.
What's the point?
So many questions.
Are we just little ants and there are somebody
aliens? I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. I wish though that I'd like to request some changes.
Can I get some coins? Some power up?
Yeah, right? Welcome to the You Two Scare Me podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Andi.
And I'm Feliz. And we are coming to you from Key West, Florida.
If this is your first time tuning in, hey! We are just two spooky girls who like to hear and tell stories about hauntings, cryptid, paranormal, and the unexplained.
That's right. We are fully aware that we don't know anything or really understand what's happening with any of this stuff.
True. But we do have a deep respect for the unknown and unseen forces at work around us. We also make sure to laugh to keep it light as we share these stories. We hope to bring you stories that make you question what you know and give you a chill.
A quick warning before we begin. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Our tales are drawn from folklore, history, and reported experiences, but we don't claim them as fact. Some stories may include sensitive topics, so listener discretion is advised.
Dive into the shadows with us as we bring you haunting tales in this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast.
Shall we dive in?
Have you ever had a moment where reality didn't feel solid? Not like deja vu, not that familiar feeling, but something sharper. A feeling that something is wrong. A moment where time seemed to skip or repeat. A time where you notice that something changed, but only you notice the change.
Ooh.
Tonight, we are talking about glitches in the Matrix. Moments when reality appears to stutter, and experiences that suggest we may be brushing up against other dimensions, parallel timelines, or something we don't yet have the language for.
Ooh. That sounds good.
I know. These stories don't always come with proof, but what they do come with is consistency. And that's what makes them unsettling. The phrase glitch in the matrix comes from the idea that reality itself may be a constructed system. And occasionally that system fails. The term became mainstream after the Matrix films.
Yes.
That's from the 90s, right?
It is.
Or was it the early 2000s?
I believe it was the 90s. It was starring box office phenom Keanu Reeves.
When he was very young.
And very hot. He's so hot, I think.
I love him.
He's the best.
Yes. And he's kind.
Yeah.
Which really makes me like him even more.
Mm-hmm.
And he still rides the subway even though he's like super wealthy.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah. Hey, Keanu.
You got any spooky stories?
Send them in. But the experiences long predate pop culture. People have been reporting reality anomalies for centuries. Only the language has changed. In modern times, a glitch in the matrix often includes events repeating exactly the same way, time skipping forward or backward, objects disappearing and reappearing elsewhere. Others report people behaving like NPCs, non-player characters in video games.
Mm-hmm.
Learned that from Ryan.
Oh.
He's a little video game nerd.
Oh my gosh.
Weston could tell you too.
Oh yeah. I think I saw a video of one yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was like, it was somebody running or jogging down a dirt road and they were just like in place, going, but not going anywhere, just like running in place.
Weird. Have you seen? Well, we can
Okay.
get off on a tangent on that.
Okay.
The people seem to be frozen, looping, or acting unnaturally. Some of the most commonly reported glitches in the Matrix are sudden changes to reality that only one person remembers. Psychology offers explanations for some of these experiences. For example, déjà vu is thought to occur when the brain mistakenly flags a moment as a memory, often due to a brief misfire between short-term and long-term memory systems. Nearly everyone experiences déjà vu. Have you?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
You're like, wait a second, I feel like I've been here before.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I always love it when it happens. I'm like, this is cool. Yeah, I like it.
I don't know. It kind of creeps me out. I'm like, I know I already did this.
Mine is usually like, I think I dreamt it the night before. Usually I'm like, I think I dreamed about this last night.
It's so weird. But glitches in the Matrix are a little bit different than déjà vu. Because with glitches, people don't just feel something as familiar. They remember events that never happened or watch events happen again in real time. One of the most widely discussed glitch-adjacent phenomena
Phenomena. We haven't done that in a while.
I know.
Okay.
It was a good throwback. Is the Mandela Effect.
Ooh, I love the Mandela Effect.
Named after thousands of people remembering Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, despite him being released and later becoming president of South Africa.
Oh, so weird.
What do you remember? Do you remember that at all?
I don't know.
You were too young.
Yeah.
Since then, countless shared memory discrepancies have surfaced. Some of these include things like logos, movie scenes, and historical details remembered differently by large groups of people. Things like, Luke, I am your father. For all of you Star Wars nerds out there like me.
Yes.
That line was never actually spoken that way.
Really? What was it?
I think he just says, I am your father. He doesn't say,
Oh, Luke, I am your father. Okay. Yeah.
Or there's a super popular Berenstain Bears phenomena where people swear they remember it being spelled as Berenstain, not Berenstain. So Stein instead of Stain, which is how it appears on the books now.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I actually have some vintage Berenstain Bears books from when I was a kid, and I went back and I checked on them just to see.
Yeah, what was it?
It's Berenstain, but I am like AIN.
AIN. Okay.
I'm absolutely certain it used to be EIN.
Berenstain.
Because
Like it changed.
Yeah. Like,
whoa.
I am absolutely certain. Like, I can even picture the font.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people.
Are we going to talk about Fruit of the Loom?
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Actually, this week in pop culture, there was a reference to everyone swears that Fruit of the Loom underwear and t-shirts had a cornucopia in their logo, and they swear that it was never there. And so this week, Nat Geo, I think, posted something saying, what's a big piece of history that more people need to know about? And Fruit of the Loom responded and said that people still believe that there was a cornucopia in their logo. But it's funny because everyone, like, I remember it being in the logo. It doesn't even make sense to not have it in the logo.
Yeah, why is it? Otherwise, it's just like a random collection of fruit.
Just laying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be in something. So.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, a little Mandela effect.
Yeah. So there are a bunch of things like that. Like, for instance, like in Snow White, everybody remembers hearing mirror, mirror on the wall. But she says, magic mirror on the wall.
Oh.
And then there's other things like the Monopoly Man. Everybody pictures him with a monocle, but he doesn't have one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the peanut guy?
Yeah. Now, tell me if you remember this, because I swear that I'm part of this too. Do you remember peanut butter called Jiffy?
No, Jif.
Okay. Well, fine.
I think Jiffy is popcorn.
Okay. Fine. But
Skippy. There was Jif and Skippy, so maybe people are combining them. Okay.
No, wait. Yeah. This is the one that really gets me though. Do you remember there being a movie Shazam with Sinbad?
Yes. Yeah.
The genie. Apparently, that movie doesn't exist. Like, no kidding.
What?
Right? That was a movie.
Yeah.
So, apparently, that is not a real movie with Sinbad as the genie.
But we all have this collective memory.
Right. So, this is one of those examples of the Mandela Effect where lots of people in kind of like our generation have these collectively shared memories that don't really exist.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, skeptics argue that all of these are faulty memories, but believers point out how large groups of people remember the same incorrect thing in vivid detail.
What if it's, here's a little conspiracy for you. What if it's like trying to keep us a little unsettled? And so they're changing things to keep us a little unsettled. Oh, what do you think? I do love a good conspiracy theory. It's my favorite. We haven't really gone into that. You guys might not know that about me.
Oh my gosh.
I love a conspiracy theory.
I didn't bring my foil hat.
Sorry. Next time. I don't know. I mean, what if it's like a CIA thing?
Just like a manipulation.
Yeah.
Why? But like, why Sinbad?
I don't know. Great question.
You know what I mean? They're like, let's just mess with things that are like little pieces of the everyday people's
insignificant
lives.
And get people to go, I swear, I know there was a movie starring Sinbad.
And then, and then somebody just took it too far with like Nelson Mandela.
Maybe.
They were like, oh, yikes. That was a little overreach there.
That's funny.
Another documented oddity comes from reports of time distortion. In the 1970s, residents near Taos, New Mexico, reported hearing a low-frequency hum, now known as the Taos hum. While researchers focused on the sound, locals quietly reported something else. Disorientation, time confusion, and moments where minutes or hours seemed to vanish.
Ooh, creepy.
This makes me think the aliens were like doing something.
Yeah, they do love New Mexico.
These reports weren't part of the official studies, but they show up repeatedly in first-hand accounts. Time slips are one of the most disturbing glitch experiences and one of the most consistent. This is a real-life account from a woman named Emily in Oregon. She said, "My partner and I were hiking near Mount Hood. We stopped to check our map at mile marker 12. The next thing we remember, we were passing marker 20. No exhaustion, no memory of walking. Our phones didn't show anything strange, but we both felt like we had missed something important."
Ooh, it reminds me of that story that somebody told me of the motorcycle guy. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Where he and his friends were riding, and then suddenly it was like he lost time.
Well, they were like kind of like out of body, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I gotta chill. Ooh. Here's another story from a man named Marco in Florida. I was stopped at a red light. The car next to me lurched forward, hit the brakes, and honked. Then everything reset. The same car did the same exact thing again. Same movement, same honk, same timing. It didn't feel like deja vu. It felt like I watched a replay. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm sure it's like happens so quickly that you're like,
You're like, am I losing it?
Yeah. Did something happen?
Yeah. Weird. What makes these stories compelling is that they often involve multiple witnesses or physical movement through space that can't easily be explained by memory failure. People don't just forget time passing. They skip it. So, how does science attempt to explain these experiences? One explanation that scientists give is cognitive lag, the idea that the brain processes reality slightly out of sync, creating the illusion of repetition or skipping. Another is dissociation, often triggered by stress or fatigue, where awareness disconnects from surroundings. But there are more radical ideas.
Okay. I mean, I can kind of get on board with that. Like, have you ever been, you've had a long day at work and you're driving home and then suddenly you're like, oh man, how did I get here? You know, it's like, you know, you realize, oh my gosh, I just drove this whole way home and I like, where was I? You know?
I mean, the brain is so incredible that I think that, you know, when you are doing something that is such a routine, repetitive thing, like driving home from work, you know, even though you kind of like, you're in your own brain, right? You're thinking of a million things, or you're not actively paying attention, but part of you is, in a sense, right? You're reacting to the external stimuli.
Yeah.
But you're not consciously doing those things. Like, you're thinking about, you know, what you're having for dinner and what you're doing later that night, and you know, all of those things. Yeah. I think the brain is just so incredible that maybe we're able to do so much more than we.
Oh yeah. It's like on autopilot.
Yeah.
Taking you home.
But let's get weird.
Let's do it.
There's a hypothesis about all of this called the simulation hypothesis.
Oh, I love it. Okay, we're going into conspiracy territory.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is, you know, in an effort to explain all of these strange glitches in the matrix. And the simulation hypothesis was proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom. It suggests that if technology can simulate reality, and likely will, then statistically, it's more probable that we're inside a simulation than the original reality.
What? Oh my gosh.
It's like, really, you got to wrap your brain around that one, right?
Yeah.
If that's true, glitches could be rendering errors, memory desynchronization, or system resets.
That is creepy.
I know.
Does that mean our bodies are like in a pod somewhere?
I don't know.
Like, who's running the simulation?
I don't know.
What's the point?
So many questions.
Are we just little ants and there are somebody
it's the aliens?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. Ooh.
I don't know. I wish, though, that I'd like to request some changes in
Can I get some coins? Some power up?
Yeah, right? Then there's a quantum theory. Some interpretations suggest that reality constantly branches into multiple timelines. Under rare conditions, consciousness might momentarily slip between them, carrying memories that no longer align with the current version of reality.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole big thing, you know, like big brain thinking stuff, but like your consciousness can like, whoop.
Like go into one that doesn't make sense with this one.
Right. There's no official proof of that, but there's a pattern. One of the most unsettling stories comes with documentation. This is from a witness who described checking their phone at 4:12 p.m., reading several messages, and then feeling a sudden wave of disorientation. Moments later, the phone read 4:10 p.m. The messages were unread. Call logs showed nothing unusual, but the witness remembered what the messages said and even quoted them. So technology didn't glitch. Reality did.
Weird. And then she didn't get those 2 minutes back? Like it didn't reset?
No, I think it did. I think it like happened and then whoop, rewind. And she was like, whoa, it's 2 minutes before, you know, she had the messages. She already knew what they said.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know, maybe she had like a jump in time and then a jump back. I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know. It's so strange. Okay.
It's like so confusing. You know, like I love to think about, you know, wild theories and stuff like that, but this is so complex.
Right.
Like I don't know how it would happen is so complex that it's like even kind of tough to think about, you know?
Yeah. But I still like it.
Yeah.
I like all the weirdness.
Yeah, me too.
And a lot of people who experience this, they just say like, I know what I experienced. They're not, you know, made up things to them. And these kind of experiences also aren't new. People have been reporting things like this for centuries. In the 1800s, people reported what they called echo days.
Ooh.
Moments where daily life repeated itself exactly, down to conversations and gestures.
Oh my gosh, like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would hate that.
I know. Right? And they couldn't call it like a glitch in the Matrix because the Matrix didn't exist yet.
Oh, true.
So they called it echo days.
What if they did call it the glitch in the Matrix because they somehow jumped forward and watched it?
Oh my gosh. Now we're really getting... Whoa. Charles Fort, the father of anomalous research, cataloged thousands of reports involving impossible events, including time irregularities, dismissing the idea that reality is fixed or complete. He believed we lived in a process, not a finished system, and that system is still correcting itself. So it's kind of in line with the whole simulation idea, but I guess more so like this event doesn't have to just be like this. It could also be like that,
Right.
So weird. I know, so weird. So who knows? Maybe glitches are psychological. Maybe they're neurological, misfirings in the brain or something like that. Or maybe there's something else entirely that we just don't know how to explain.
Oh my gosh.
What matters is that people experience them. Whether it's Fruit of the Loom, Berenstain Bears,
Yeah.
or, something bigger like these echo days or those moments that rewind and go back. But, people experience them, and they experience them vividly, emotionally, and it often leaves people permanently changed. I can only imagine with that woman who was like,
Yeah.
what?
Where did those 2 minutes go?
Yeah. So strange. So reality feels stable until it doesn't. Once you experience a glitch, once you consider that this is a simulation.
Ooh, I hate that actually, because when you think about a simulation, that signals that something else is in charge. You don't have autonomy. There is something playing this game.
Yeah.
Or someone.
Yeah.
And so that takes away the control. I don't like that at all.
I know. The
actually hate
simulation thing it's really spooky to think about. For the reason that you said, but also the idea that like everything is already, not quite predetermined, but in a sense, like you said, you don't have any choice. But also like, why would, if there's these other beings or whoever is controlling
what's the point?
Right. Like, what is the point of getting in a fight with your husband? Or what is the point of,
being homeless on the street or
right,
losing your child to cancer or whatever, like the millions and millions and millions of scenarios that happen in human life every single day.
Right. And how do you discount the emotions that people have?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. It's just, it's so tricky, and it's so big to wrap my brain around, but
so interesting.
It's so interesting, but I can't explain.
Hope it's not that one.
So if you've experienced a glitch in the matrix or a time that repeated, something that played over, know that you're not alone. Maybe we'll figure it out someday.
Maybe. I also saw a video. I think this happened during COVID. It was like there were people that were like frozen. So I can like remember this video of this lady standing behind a car, and she's just like standing there in a weird position for a super long time. And people were filming her, and they're like, what is going on with this lady? She's just not moving. And then after several minutes, like not a few seconds, after several minutes, it's like she started and then got in the car and left.
Weird.
It's weird.
Did you ever see the one? And I mean, I know, especially now with AI and all of that stuff, like so many people are able to manipulate images. And
and also people are just doing weird things for a
right. So you never know what you see is true or not. But sometimes you see those things and they kind of stick with you. Like I remember seeing one where there's like a plane that's flying and it's just same thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like
it just
stopped.
Yeah.
And there's no motion. It's not an optical illusion because, an airplane passes your line of sight quickly.
Yeah.
And it is low enough that you can see it. It's so weird. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure somebody probably faked that video, but if they didn't.
Super weird.
Yeah. And then I've seen lately the ones that are like, proof that you're in a simulation, and people's neighbors are just kind of acting like Sims, like they're not like real people. They just do emotion, like walk over here, walk back
over here.
Yeah.
Checking the mailbox.
So
it's
weird.
Like very Big Brother kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's weird. Oh, that also reminded me. I've been watching this show. I can't think what it's called, but essentially what happens is they've understood consciousness a little bit. So what they do is they take somebody's consciousness and put it in a cloud, right?
Oh, I think I've heard of it. Maybe you were telling me about this.
Yeah. I don't know. And so people are dead, but they have an afterlife that is something that they pay for.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you were saying about how the lady froze in this cloud life, if they run out of money, they just are frozen and turn gray until the next payment. And then they like, whoop.
Oh my gosh, until their like plan renews at the beginning of the weird.
Yeah. So that
maybe it was that lady.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Wow.
Give me some more credits.
That is crazy. Wow. Good story. I love it. Wow.
Glitches in the Matrix are weird, and they are weird. So many different ways.
Yeah.
You know.
I like to think about that stuff. That's so interesting. Yeah. Well, are you ready for Somebody Told Me?
I'm so ready.
I have kind of a fun Somebody Told Me.
Ooh.
A couple weeks ago, I was scrolling TikTok.
Oh, that's shocking.
You know, it's my favorite. Have you ever heard of the 80s band Nelson?
I haven't.
Okay. They were a hair band that was made of two very blonde twin brothers.
Oh, excuse me.
Hot.
Whoa.
Okay. I have a picture to show you. Cute, right? Hey, this is the 80s.
Let me see again.
Take yourself to the 80s.
Oh, I'm there. I'm there in that photo. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Very cute. Okay. Look at this one.
It's also the sass that gets me.
Whoa. Hello. Okay. Anyway. I was scrolling and I came across a video of these two brothers today, and they're grown up now, just like the rest of us.
Do they have the long hair?
No.
Oh.
They've cut their hair. Their knees probably hurt like ours do. Okay. It happens. Okay. Anyway, but they're looking great, looking fabulous.
All right.
Anyway, the video was about them talking about twin stuff, you know, like accidentally wearing the same outfit or whatever.
Oh, I love it. Twins are so weird.
Oh my God. We should do a total episode on twins.
Oh,
maybe we can have Amy. Amy's a twin.
Oh my gosh.
And she's a twin, and also she has another set of twins, and then one older sister.
Oh, that poor older sister.
Yes. I always have a soft spot in my heart for the older sister.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so I noticed that on the video, there were only a couple of comments. So I decided to leave a little comment telling them that they were my first concert that I ever went to. And I thought that might make them smile, you know. And so anyway, I just put the comment out there, and then whatever, went on with my day. So later that day, I was scrolling TikTok again.
Oh my gosh.
And a DM popped up while it was on there.
Uh-oh.
And it was from Gunnar Nelson. Gunnar. Matthew and Gunnar. So it was basically a copy paste message about their new book and their tour, and they're looking for some memories and nostalgia from their fans. And so they were just saying, hey, do you have anything that you'd like to share? And so I wrote back and said, actually, I do have a funny memory, because I think I was about 13 at the time of the concert. It was my first concert. I went with my two cousins, also twins, now that I think about it.
Okay.
Shout out Jenny and Jesse. But what was funny about the concert is that when they were on stage, they said the F word. And I was like scandalized. I was like, oh my gosh, they said the F word.
Oh my gosh. It changed your life.
It did for the better. I learned that word and how to use it nicely. Anyway, I wrote and I said that, and I said, don't worry, it didn't ruin my love for your music,
Aww.
you know, and I quite like the F word sometimes now, only in the right moment. I also said, hey, I run the middle school rock band at our school with my friend, and so don't worry, the kids are okay. They're picking up instruments and they're still rocking.
Oh, I love that.
You know, so I feel like musicians love to hear that the kids are still in the garage, you know, like making music, things like that. Well, I wrote it, and then he responded immediately. So it was like, oh, I've got a real person here. And so he just said, you know, like, great job with the kids, whatever.
Aww.
But here's where Somebody Told Me comes in.
Okay.
I said, hey, while I have you here, do you have any spooky stories? Because we have this podcast.
Oh.
The You Two Scare Me podcast.
Hopefully Gunnar Nelson is a subscriber.
I hope so. So here's what he said. I don't really have a ghost story per se, but the most unusual thing that happened to Matthew, that's his brother, and I was the day we lost our dad.
Oh.
So side note, their dad was Ricky Nelson, and he was also a very famous actor and musician. And actually their grandparents were Ozzy and Harriet. So like back in the 50s. And so Ricky Nelson was on the show with Ozzy and Harriet, and he had a really successful musical career as well. He died in a plane crash on New Year's Eve. Gunnar said that they were supposed to be on that flight with their dad because they wanted to spend New Year's Eve with him, but he called at the last minute and asked them to cancel.
Whoa.
And
I have a chill.
I know. He said, to be honest, we were a little bit mad and disappointed, only to get a call a few hours later that there was a crash and our pop didn't make it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I feel a little choked up about this. But as you know, sometimes parents,
they have that sense, right, that something's wrong. I think because your kids become your whole world, you know, and you have such a special bond and connection that I think goes beyond when they're little, when they're babies and things like that. You just keep that little like part inside that just realizes.
Yeah. And you know, like, even if you can't protect yourself, like maybe he didn't have that feeling enough to like not put himself on the flight, but something told him, don't put my kids on the flight.
Wow. Oh, how selfless. You know, I don't know.
It's pretty amazing, right?
It is amazing. It's sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
it is unexplained.
It is unexplained, and it definitely counts. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really special. Anyway,
this is a shout out to Gunnar and Matthew Nelson. Check out their music and their new book, What Happened to Our Hair. It's available now.
I love that.
Yes, you asked about their hair. You have to read the book to find out, I think.
What happened? Wow. Well, thanks, Nelson twins, particularly Gunnar Nelson.
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you so much for listening to this episode of the You Two Scare Me podcast. Have you checked us out on YouTube? It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Also, check out our website, you2scaremepodcast.com. You can find blog posts about our episodes, photos of us, and links to buy our spooky gear.
You can also help us by rating and reviewing us wherever you get your podcasts. Also, we love to read those reviews. So, please do it.
Don't forget to check out our social media. You can follow us on TikTok. Just search You Two Scare Me Podcast, no spaces. You can find us on Instagram at you2scareme_podcast or on our Facebook page, You Two Scare Me.
Remember to send us your own spooky stories for our Somebody Told Me segment at you2scaremepodcast@gmail.com. That's YOUTWO scaremepodcast@gmail.com.
Thanks for wandering through the shadows with us.
Until next time, stay curious and beware what lurks beyond the light.